if you remember a few months ago, me and Ashton talked about a bit of a mysterious story in certain ways of a cop who was tragically killed in the line of duty. And the initial reporting was all about, they were going after some drug dealers. The drug dealers, took out this cop. Turns out that wasn't the case. Turns out it was friendly fire. Turns out she was killed by a fellow police officer in the line of duty. But then what me and Ashton talked about was the fact that he had a history of assaulting female officers at the Chicago Police Department. But now we got a bit of a bombshell here on this story. So, Ashton, I'll just let you take it away.
We're in Chicago with it. CBS Chicago. Family of fallen officer Crystal Rivera sues Chicago police, claims warning signs about partner were ignored. A wrongful death lawsuit reveals new allegations about what led up to the death of Chicago police officer Crystal Rivera this past June. And I'm sorry, I don't know that.
Excoriates.
All right, we learn new words. And excoriates the officer who fired the shot that killed her as a reckless and as someone who should never have been on the force. The lawsuit, announced by an attorney Antonio Romanucci of the firm Romanucci and Blandon, accuses the Chicago Police Department of ignoring warning signs about Officer Carlos Baker that turned deadly. The Riviera family and their attorneys said she and Baker had been dating on and off for 2 years, and that Riviera had broken off the relationship when she realized he'd been dating and living with another woman. They said she asked to be separated professionally from him, too. Riviera was shot and killed by her partner a few weeks later. On June 5th, police said Riviera was unintentionally shot and killed by Officer Baker, her partner in the field and ex-boyfriend, while the two were chasing a suspect into an apartment building in the 8200 block of South Drexel Avenue in the East Chatham neighborhood.
So let's pause. This is insane. This is huge.
Nuts.
What the fuck?
How did they nuts?
They are former lovers.
They knew that. They knew that.
They definitely knew that.
There's no way nobody on that fucking force knew that. Oh, we're gonna learn. They knew that, by the way.
Yeah.
The lady who died, the cop who died, Officer Crystal Rivera, we're gonna see, was requesting, I don't want to work with this guy anymore. We broke up. We'll see.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it went from it's gone from she was killed by these criminals to she was killed accidentally in friendly fire to she was killed accidentally in friendly fire by a guy who she was romantically involved with and she had just broken up with.
How quickly the cops will manipulate the media, the truth, just to protect themselves and each other. It's literally there needs to, I mean, I know we have the courts, but there needs to be like internal affairs, whatever that shit is not real, because they just are allowed to come out and have a straight up lying narrative. How come we cannot sue or like hold anybody accountable when like the police PR, when anytime like something happens? I think the PR people should be like, whether if it's a chief of police who's like approving the messaging, if your messaging is this off on a story, there needs that. Oh, we have this entity that is willing to lie to us. It's like,
I mean, that's the brotherhood of the police, right? It's like that's like one of the few actual principles that the police seem to like consistently uphold is to just have each other's backs. And I think that it's so deeply culturally ingrained that it's like probably just like pretty much reflexive, right? Like without even thinking about what is the actual facts, the actual details that are relevant, they're just going to know that they're never going to blame each other. They're always going to blame the outside. They're always going to protect each other.
It's so like
even when one of their own gets killed, one of your own has been killed, and you know what justice could look like in this situation, but instead you are not pursuing justice. You are protecting your one who is still alive
because you don't want to tarnish any image of the police. But it's like, bro, you are. It's like trying to fucking clean a pig. Like, oh, actually, yeah, it's a pretty apt metaphor. It is trying to clean a pig. It's gonna roll around shit anyway. So it's like, good luck.
This guy, Carlos Baker. I don't know. To me, I don't want to be unfair, but doesn't seem like a great guy. He was caught cheating. I mean, it all. Look, obviously, you kill your ex. Like there's no
Yeah.
there's no like it's gonna be, you're a bad guy, obviously you're a psycho, you're a murderer, but the fact that like she caught him cheating, and he's like,
fuck,
I gotta kill.
I gotta.
She did the worst thing you could do to someone in a relationship. She caught me cheating.
Yeah.
She's got to go. And
I obviously had to end things with her. Well, it's like there were other ways you could have did that, and he fucking took her life. That is, he obviously took advantage of a fucking situation, and I'm gonna keep reading, but
let's keep going because as you mentioned, it goes further into that.
In August, Baker was stripped of his police powers following a separate incident following allegations that he attacked an off-duty female police officer at District Bar and Grill in Wicker Park. CBS News Chicago reported Baker has made calls to neighboring businesses on Milwaukee Avenue after that incident and to a CBS News Chicago reporter looking for surveillance video of that incident. CBS News Chicago investigators have found at least 10 complaints filed against Baker since he was hired in 2021. They include a variety of allegations ranging from excessive force to improper stops to unprofessional behavior. The lawsuit was filed by Riviera's mother and names both the city and Officer Baker, which is fucking nuts. The mom has to seek justice instead of the justice system.
Yeah, the cops. I mean, like we just said, one of your own was just killed. I mean, isn't that supposed to be the ultimate thing? They took one of us. Isn't that when you go Punisher mode? Yeah. Isn't that when all bets are off?
I'm kicking kids. I don't give a fuck. Cops, kids, dogs, old people. Yeah, you kill a fucking. They don't give a fuck. You kill a cop. You remember what they did to Chris Dorner?
Yeah.
They fucking anytime a guy kills a cop, they go nigga. They send robots. They fucking.
And the media always calls them cop killers.
Yeah.
That phrase always kind of irked me of just like how charged that phrase is. Cop killer. Cop killer. Well, here we got a cop killer, and the cops are protecting him. Seems like the cop they're protecting, because even before this, I mean, this is beyond like there were signs. He's literally assaulting women, and not even women, female officers. Like again, your own,
blatantly. Like but also it's just like I always get so like. It's such a reminder. It's like a self-admission. It's like, oh yeah, these people, they aren't, if they cared about, people's safety and they cared about like having a police force that's like just and noble and these scions of like morality or whatever you want to call them, like that all goes out the window when like you just read like this guy has 21 different complaints about like beating up women, and it's like, you guys just keep violent that's what it's about. We need an army of violent people, so it makes sense that these violent people are perpetuating violence even against.
I mean, it's not like going to be a coincidence that all these people who one want to be cops and two have been in this profession now for years seem to have these violent tendencies. But on your point, with specifically the Chicago police force, this is a problem. ProPublica, who we use their reporting a lot. They do a lot of great work. They have done investigations specifically on the Chicago Police Department and how there's so much evidence of sexual misconduct within the Chicago police force that goes unchecked. Not only do they not face consequences for assaulting, again, their own, like the female, not just civilians, but female officers, their own. And not only are they not getting consequences for it, they are being actively promoted. And so here we have another example of a cop physically assaulting another female cop. It goes unchecked. And now look what happens. They fucking killed a female cop. And the Chicago police is trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
This man is free right now. He has no charges against him whatsoever.
What clear sign of a corrupt institution? Like, you have no, like, who answers for these things? Like, this is a clear sign that the whole institution as a whole is corrupt. I know you were talking about it last week. You were telling me like because there's no national, they've worked it to where each police department is like its own independent fucking nation, I guess, or whatever the fuck you were describing. They all have their own
it's just like, it's states law. It's like, it's all about, U.S. or states' rights.
Sure.
And we get to have our own, leave the feds out of this, So yeah, each state, it's all separate. It's all disparate. It's not connected.
Yeah. I don't even like.
It's like I get like the sentiment of just like, where do we even begin?
Yeah,
how do we even begin if all of these entities are separated? Yeah, it would take a huge new federal like power grab amongst the police to be able to really do something about these issues that are so deep rooted and so crazy. Like, there's too much to fucking talk about.
It's like
every week.
I'm looking at that thing's broke. That thing is, not only is it fucking not working, it's spewing out the worst shit in the world. It's like if your bathtub would start spewing, instead of water, it was spewing out fucking bile. You're like, oh, this thing is broken. We gotta fix this, but no one's fixing it, and they just keep it. It gets not exhausting, but it's like, damn, this is like clearly a corrupt institution, but there's not going to be any type of. We're watching them in the media lie to us. We just look at the timeline events of the things they just said and just stacking up like, you said this, you said this, you said this. The story's evolved, and in each level of the evolution of the story, you come out looking, you're like a liar. And how can we trust you? You want to talk about erosion of like trust with the police and like community? Fucking this. Even if this hasn't got nothing to do with community members, it's like internal shit. And it's like, this makes me not trust you as an entity. And you didn't even do nothing to the community. You're doing this shit to yourself. That is terrifying.
Yeah, that is a great point. It's like it really shows what their base instincts are. Yeah, like we are going to protect the man who killed the woman, rather than, again, it's one of your own. All that justice for the brotherhood just completely apparently goes out the window, to the point where, again, this guy is facing no charges. He is still on the payroll. He is not currently working, but he's on the payroll. He's not facing any charges. The mother is having to file her own lawsuit. And again, as we've talked about so much throughout the year, the taxpayers, the residents of the city of Chicago are again going to be the ones to foot this bill. And they are already many times over budget when it comes to police lawsuits. So,
and I'll read this because it's like, just to further color in. It's like, we're not just saying he killed this lady. It's like, in May, well, first I'll read. Attorneys claim Officer Baker struggled to accept the end of a romantic relationship he had with Officer Rivera. The lawsuit said that the breakup stemmed from his infidelity and led to tensions between the two before Officer Rivera was shot. Ramanucci said Baker and Rivera entered into a romantic relationship in early 2023, and Chicago police supervisors knew about the relationship by March of that year. In May of this year, Ramanucci said Rivera ended the relationship because of Baker's infidelity. One day in June, Baker showed up unannounced at Rivera's home, according to Ramanucci. The very next day, Rivera was shot, according to Ramanucci. Attorney said after firing and striking Rivera in the back, Baker then ran in the opposite direction without providing medical aid or calling for help.
Absolutely insane. Fucking murder. Fucking murder. I mean, there's just no way you can justify that. You could always argue some sort of plausible deniability that he shot her on accident. It doesn't matter that they had just broken up. It doesn't matter that he was stalking her the day before. That doesn't prove that when he shot, it was intentional. Well, he shot her on accident and then he runs away. Yeah. And lets her bleed out and die.
If you're not just a bad boyfriend, you're a bitch ass cop. You're a bitch ass partner. Why would I, like, just even if you're a cop, I wouldn't even want you as a partner, like, let alone ignoring the reality of the situation is he shot his fucking girlfriend.
I get what you're saying. If you look at it in the most naive way possible, it's still murderous negligence.
Yeah, you fucking let your partner get shot. You shot your partner and then you ran away. That's fucking nuts. And then the next level of evil, obviously, is what the truth is. Nigga shot her on purpose.
Yeah.
Because he was dating her and trying to fucking, Just
It's femicide. He killed his ex-girlfriend and did it in the line of duty to try to somehow get away with it. And the cops seem to have his fucking back. I mean, this is a really, really crazy story.
This goes to my point. Don't date cops, even if you're a cop. Do not date cops. Just dead ass serious. I mean, each and every. I don't even want to make jokes. This lady passed. It just sucks.
I think we can.
We're all good
here. We can move on. We'll keep y'all updated on this absolutely crazy story.
I would say cop love. They don't even make movies about that shit. There's a reason why. Because that shit ain't romantic at all. That shit ain't like fucking. But who'd you beat?
What about Lil Wayne's song?
That's not cop. That's not like.
That's true.
That's criminal. That's actually more.
That's actually kind of hot. That's actually,
what? No, that's it. That's what stuff.
That's like Romeo and Juliet, right?
The fucking
two opposing,
and then they come together. Love things. He's a criminal. She's beats, fucking shoots criminals in the neck. They come together. But crackhead love is more fucking hopeful than cop love. I say that shit is,
Yeah. Cop Love would be a Lil Wayne song he would write in 2025.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. He would. After
that Trump he performs at Kamala Harris's backyard.
No, not at Kamala's. At Trump is he got pardoned for Trump. So
he voted for Trump, but he also performed at a Kamala event, private Kamala event. I don't know if you saw that, but. And,
this nigga is truly an alien. What? This nigga got me pulling my dreads out.
Did that happen? As I say it, I'm like, that didn't happen. Let me see.
No way. He got pardoned by Trump and performed at a Kamala event.
Let me see.
That's fucking insane. If he did that, I also respect it a little. Like this nigga.
Yeah. Kamala Harris and Lil Wayne's connection involves a viral moment from a September 2023 event celebrating hip hop's 50th anniversary at her official residence, where he performed hits, including the famously ironic Mrs. Officer.
Oh my God!
Which is Kamala. That's Kamala. Oh, do they got a picture?
I want to start this next start. This dedicated to you, Miss Harris. Pussy, money, weed. Pussy, money, weed. Pussy, money, weed. Fucking, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't actually. That's
it summons complicated feelings and emotions.
All right, let's move on.